Hello, Crochet Kings and Crochet Queens. This is Cathy from Creative Crochet by Cathy48. Back for another video. This is a short one. I just wanted to greet everyone and say happy August. Happy beginning of fall and beginning of all of the holiday seasons. And with that, we know that it is time to start really crocheting some some special items for your loved ones for the holiday season and even for yourself because cooler weather is coming. I hope everyone is doing well. Life has some setbacks, but we always need to be grateful for all the beautiful things that are surrounding us right now. And we just have to keep going. So, one of my favorite things to do, to practice, to have around me is a crochet hook and some yarn. And crocheting has been with me since I was 12 years old. It's been many, many years. And I continue to crochet no matter what the season is or what great things are happening or what sad things are happening. I crochet. It's just wonderful to have this gift. And I think of it as a gift to be able to do it. So if you can pass on this gift to someone else who in your life, maybe it's a grandmother or a friend, or it may be a neighbor or someone in your family or a grandchild, a child, pass the gift on to them because it's such a beautiful gift and it has enabled me to get through a lot of rough patches and to celebrate things and to sell things and to give great gifts to people. I just recently gave a shawl to a lady. She's 82 years old. It was her birthday. And she was just overjoyed with the shawl. She was so overjoyed with it. And I was so happy that she had that reaction because she's a lovely lady. And I wanted her to feel special. And she loves it. So I loved it so much. It was one of the patterns. And I didn't take a picture of it. I should have. But I didn't take a picture, but it was one of the patterns by Bagel Day, and it's a 3-row repeat shawl. It's on her website, Bagel Day, and she has it in some shiny, like autumn color brown, rusted brown yarn, and it's beautiful. But I did mine in an antique white, and it turned out beautifully. I did it with Pound of Love. Pound of Love antique white. Antique white. I love Pound of Love. It's probably one of my favorite yarns because of the price point. You can get it on sale. It's usually I got this one from Joann's and it's usually $10.99. It's 16 ounces. But I got it for, I think I had 40% off. And you usually can get it for less. But one of my favorite colors with the Pound of Love is the antique white because you can put it on anything and it goes with everything. And I decided to make one of the shawls for me, but I made it a simpler shawl, made a granny square. It's not granny square, but the granny square stitch. And here I go, modeling it myself. Sorry for the noise, but this is my shawl. Oh boy, out of Pound of Love, size, I think it's size 4.5 hook. This is a clover hook. So it's so beautiful. I love fringes. That's my signature thing. Love fringes. So you could get see, Yeah, and it's I've made shawls out of red heart with love, and oh, do they turn out beautifully. They turn out so soft. So I took a chance and I said I'll make it out of the pound of love. And it's a little stiffer than the red heart, but I just love this. I love the fringes. I love how warm it is. Yeah, I'll be wearing this quite a bit this fall. So that's one of my um, finished products. And this is something else. This one is yarn. It's a scarf. Recommended 3 skeins. And this one came from Hobby Lobby. It was from Hobby Lobby, but it's a Lion brand product. Cotton blend. And it's cotton blend with, this is 3.5 ounces, 69% cotton, 31% acrylic. And this is bulky 5. Yeah, and it crocheted up very nicely. It's a shawl. I mean, not a shawl, but a scarf. And I really like it. It's so warm. It's really warm. Really warm. I made it with a size J clover hook. And I chained 23, and I did it with a half double crochets. Yeah, half double crochet. And I did it all the way up and down, and I put it in the back loops so it has the ridges. And it's a really cute little shawl. I made it with the 3 skeins of the cotton blend. And it's really nice. It makes something really nice for the winter time, going out. Never gets a little cool. Yeah, so those are the 2 things. I did make something else, but I don't have it near me. I made a sweater, a raglan sweater. I keep seeming to make those. Now, these earrings I've also made. I make my earrings. I always get people to comment on them. I will do a tutorial on that. I have to figure out how to aim my camera, because you can make them in less than 30 minutes. It's really simple. Really, really simple, but I've had a lot of people to ask about the earrings, and I've sold quite a few of them. Now, I'm also working on a project. This project is something that's out of my comfort zone. Usually when I crochet, I work on one whip at a time. I wait until I finish it, no matter what it is. And then I work on the next thing. But I'm doing a 2021 blanket, because I think I'm gonna give it to someone for Christmas. And I had stopped working on it because I had a death in my family, and I just couldn't pick it back up. So I had to work on it the days that I didn't do it on the 21st of the month. That's what I do all day on the 21st of every month. So I can see how big it will be by December 21st. And that's when I can give it away for Christmas. But I went ahead and I worked on it some more days. And it's coming along. It's coming along. It's kind of big. And so the 21st is coming up, so I will be working on it again and see how much I can get done during the day. It's beautiful. I think I'm going to put some more yellow in it and some more blue in it. And I'm going to give it to someone as a present for Christmas. This is my 2021 blanket. And it's made out of, as you can see, It's made out of granny square stitches. It's just a big granny square. And it's pretty nice size. It is I'm working with it on with my favorite hook. I think it's an eye. Probably it's probably from a clover eye. Yeah, that's like my favorite size. This is one of the clover type of things, hooks. So that's my thing. Now I did finish a sweater, my Jeanette sweater from, oh gosh, forgetting the crochet, but Jeanette. Forgetting her website, but I'll show you in the next video the Jeanette sweater. I try to recreate a sweater that I saw one of the crochet queens do. And I love that sweater, and everybody who sees it, they love that sweater. So it's a cardigan sweater thing. So to be honest with you, whenever I'm feeling anything, happy, sad, anxious, I crochet. And that's pretty much every day. I crochet. I do read patterns. I have I get pattern books from the library, the public library. I go to Joann's and I get books, and I can recreate almost anything in here. This one's a shawl, shawls and wraps to crochet from Vanna White. Yeah, these, I did one of them. I made one of them in here. I probably showed you the last time. But there's some beautiful things in this one. This one I got from Joann's. But I also go to Michael's too. I wanted to do this one. I love wraps and shawls and things like that. So some of these are really pretty. But I made this one, the one in the middle. Yeah, I have it here too on the side. The only problem I have with this, yeah, I made the wrap like they have there. But the only problem I have with it is that it doesn't really give you, in the book, it doesn't really give you sizes. Because some people would like it a little bigger, some people would like it a little smaller, you know, but this is it. And I did make this one with the two colors. Yeah. But this is a good book. So sometimes you can get a book and read and practice your skills at working with patterns. When I first started crocheting, the only way you could crochet was, well, I was doing freestyle because I learned from another young lady when I was 12 at a baseball park, watching her crochet. This is kind of cute. Kind of cute. Yeah. Maybe you can see it. But I watched a young lady, and she was crocheting, and she told me to come on over here, girl. And she showed me how to crochet. She showed me how to do some stitches, and my mother knew I had talent for working with my fingers. So my mother brought me some yarn and a crochet hook, and I was making things ever since. And I was making things and putting them in a box. And my grandmother, she was a church-growing person, and my grandmother would come over to her house, and she saw the hats, and mostly I was making hats, freestyling, I didn't know how to read patterns or anything. And she would pick them up and she'd wear them to church. I think I told the story before, but I look up in church and there's my grandmother with one of my hats. And this is a 12-year-old crocheting, but it gave me such confidence that I was a crocheter and my grandmother was wearing my stuff. So I kept doing it and doing it and doing it. I was also a person who was a seamstress too. I would sew. At 13, 14 years old, I was making my own clothes. And my mother brought me a little sewing machine material, and I would go to town making my own clothes, crocheting what I wanted, the sweaters or vests or all kinds of things. So it kind of kept me happy and busy. And so that's how I began. So I did eventually learn to crochet with reading patterns because we didn't have any YouTube or anything at that time. So you had to learn if you wanted to do something exactly the way a pattern. And I think I told you the story of how I actually started. I was in the 8th grade, and my teacher was named Miss Gramling, the home ec teacher. And she was trying to teach us how to do various things, domestic things like cook and sew a little bit. And she wanted to teach Sue knitting and crocheting. And I told her, I can crochet. So she looked at me and she said, can you make this? It was a hat in a book. It was a cloak that you had to fold over. It had brim. I didn't know how to read pattern. I didn't know how to do it, but I wasn't going to tell her. She brought the material for me and a hook. And I started trying to make it, but I did everything freestyle. I could look at something and recreate it. I still can, to some degree. I can, somebody make something and I look at it, or I want to make something similar, some kind of wrap or something similar. I can figure out how to do it. Well, 13-year-old me, I started working on this hat and I kept looking at this book to see how to read that pattern, and I figured out a lot of it. And that's how I started reading patterns. I just figured it out and figured it out. But by the time I was done with that hat, it looked exactly like the hat in the book. And my teacher was amazed. And she grabbed it. I never got the hat back. And she put it on display for the parents at parent night that year. And I was so proud because it was in like a glass case. And she was, ooh, sorry about that. My phone was trying to show me something. But she put it in a glass case. And that was the beginning of my reading patterns. And then I said, if I can look in a book and figure out how to read that, then I can make all kinds of other stuff. So I do read patterns, but with the advent of YouTube, oh my gosh, crocheters, there is no limit. They just show you step by step how to do it. And there's so many great kings and queens of crochet online. So that's my story. I hope you're having a great time and continue to love and live life because it's so short, and you just have to make yourself happy. Get a hobby that you totally enjoy. As right now, I'm a retired teacher. I just retired this year. And people always ask, are you bored? No. I don't know what feeling bored feels like. I've never known because I'm a reader. I crochet. I write a little bit, write stories. So I've never been bored. I just don't know what that feels like because I've always have something I can do. And so, no, I'm not bored. Not at all. Not at all. I do have my crocheting and my books everywhere. I read a lot. I usually read 2 books at a time, a fiction and a nonfiction. And always got a story going. And I have stories of my own that I write. So pick up a good hobby for yourself, and you won't feel the effects of boredom. And it's something constructive. Okay, so I'll see you the next time. And remember, keep crocheting. Okay, I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.